Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss problem solving examples. What is problem solving and what are examples that we need to understand and solve the problems in different fields. For instance, we will see some of the simple example to complex and then some example in certain fields. For instance, in computing, in social sciences, and design, engineering, etc. So let's have a look. There are certain steps involved in problem solving. The first and foremost is we need to define, identify the problem. So until and unless the question is not clearly defined before us, we cannot go ahead. So we need to define the problem, its boundary, the scope, what we are going to answer, what is our outcome is going to be for a certain question. The second part is about analysis. We cannot go further until unless we understand the causes of the problem and as well as the situation or the condition, the context in which the problem is arised. So we need to see the causes and as well as the conditions or constraints in which the problem is taking place. The third part is about generating the solutions. Yes, there is a problem. We try to analyze the situation and its causes, but what are the solutions, ideas, possibilities that this problem can achieve for its solutions? So we need to enlist some of the solutions like solution 1, 2, 3, and all the possibilities that we can do it. And that must be the multiple. In terms of the last, that is about the implementation of the solution, we need to see that if there is a solution that we need to implement, which one is the most appropriate one, which is most suitable in this situation, particularly to this problem. That could be a single option, and that could be the mix of two or three multiple solutions as well. So there is a way that we can go from problem to implementing the solution, and that is defining the problem, analyzing the causes and situation, then go for the multiple solutions or possibilities. I mean, the answers that we can find out for this particular solution, and then obviously implement the most appropriate one. The next we see that what are the certain questions that we solve. Some of the examples are given as a questions like recovering your grades in a class you are failing, someone is failing in a class and how you can recover. You can solve an issue with an upset neighbor as well. And sometimes the people have fear of public speaking, so how they can overcome or increase performance of a certain team. And then we may go for the internet as well to restore how to troubleshoot the internet connectivity and restore the normal internet services as well. And you may go some other like pilot handles in the strong crosswind conditions, and then hotel manager handles the customer complaint to satisfy the customer. In our simple life, we have certain examples as well. For instance, someone may have a fever. So what would be the solutions for that? In generating the solutions, you may go for one solution, two, three, but you may take a medicine from pharmacy. You see the doctor and take his advice and take the medicine as he suggests. And then you may take some herbs as well. In terms of implementing the solution, it's up to you and that suits you. But here we suggested see a doctor and take his advice and medicine as well. And along that, you may take some herbals as well. I mean, combination of two some solutions as well, or you can just go for the one as well in our day-to-day life. There are some more examples as well. For instance, about homework, that how you would prioritize your work, whether you go for the lessons which you like or you don't like, least like. Maybe you go for the homework which in the lessons have tomorrow. So prioritize your work. It's up to you. And then the traffic jam. Usually we face this situation. So you may take some alternative route, whether it is A, B, C, or C something. Further, we can go in social sciences, particularly what are the examples could be. Here, for instance, we see the how to integrate creativity in teaching. We can reduce the poverty in a certain state, and as well as we can see the political deadlock in a specific country. So, how we can deal it. One of the example is given for integrating creativity in teaching. For some in analysis, we do generally whether does the curriculum reflect creativity, does the textbook display the content for the creativity, and as well as what extent creativity exhibited by the teachers in their classroom while teaching. In terms of generating solutions, we can get training teachers for creativity through teacher education programs, which is largely the pre-service programs. And then during the service or in service, we can go train the teachers in professional development. And the third possibility could be that you can train the master trainers and send them local areas for teachers training. And third one, you can develop some creativity integrated resources like videos, manuals, and then put on your web. In terms of implementing solution, what have we suggested that train teachers for creativity in teacher education and professional development, and place virtual resources of creativity on your web. So you may go and find some other ones as well. But if you slightly make a difference from the social sciences to simple one, we just added analysis here. No doubt in early cases, we analyze the situation in terms of symptoms, in terms of reasons as well. But in simple examples, we try to take this problem and then go for the solutions, multiple one, which is basically the key area for the creativity of the problem solving here. If we look at some examples in computing, we see that find the sum of the three numbers. That could be a mathematical problem as well, and all these, some of the mentioned which are on this part. If we find the grading of the students' results, obviously we can go for the finding the area of square or even numbers or the biggest number from a list of numbers, and then we convert the kilometers and meters or meters into kilometers, and then the finding the square root. These are some of the examples of computer science. What you need to do, you need to put a set of rules or procedures or steps as an algorithm there, and then convert that procedure and steps into a program in a particular language, for instance in C, PHP, Java, or some other language as well. So here we have seen some of the examples of problem solving in different fields. So simply, the problem solving is defining the problem, analyzing the situation, and finding the causes. What are the causes are there? And in the light of those causes and conditions as well, I mean the situations, we try to generate multiple solutions, which is going to be the most appropriate one that is going to be implemented.